Hey there, CJMS students. You're on page 431. So Cyrus is going to celebrate the Persian New Year. He's going to buy groceries for that dinner, but he's got a 10% off coupon. He's then also going to buy $60 worth of flowers, and he's going to pay a sales tax of 6.25% on those flowers. And then we want to know, hey, what's the total amount that he spends? So let's start with the groceries first. Knowing that he has a coupon, that means that we can subtract from 100% of the price. If he's got 10% off, 100 minus 10, that's 90% of the price that he pays. So $150 for the groceries times 0.90 gives you $135 that he pays for the groceries. Moving on to the flowers, you know that he pays $60 for the flowers, and he pays 100% for the flowers plus tax. So if it was 100 plus 6.25, he pays 106.25% of the original price. You now have to change this to a decimal, so take that decimal, swoop it 2 times to the left. So 60 times 1.0625 will tell you how much he pays for the flowers, and that gives us $63.75. So now all we're going to do is how much did he pay in total? Add these together. 135 plus 63.75. You can add in your zeros there. That gives you 198.75 total for the dinner. Move to page 433 and skip down to number 3. Hirokai uses the expression A minus 0.1 times A to represent a 10% discount on the amount A. Alan uses the expression 0.90 times A. Is Hiroki's expression correct? Is Alan's expression correct? Both are correct. And let's explain why. So pretend A was equal to 100. So if I do 100 minus 0.1 times 100, let's see what I get. And if I do 0.9 times 100, let's see what I get. Well, here I would do 100 minus 10, which is equal to 90. And here 0.9 times 100 also equals 90. They both give me the same exact answer. Essentially, this one is saying, hey, take the original price and subtract off the discount, and that gives you your total. This says, hey, take the discount and subtract it from 100% first, and then multiply it by the original price, and that gives you your total price. So both are absolutely correct. Let's move on to number 4. This time they're saying, hey, he uses A plus 0.058 times to represent an increase, so like a 5% tax, and Alan uses the expression 1.5A. Explain why both are correct. So let's start off the bat and say, again, let's make A equal to 100. So we have 100 plus 0.05 times 100, and this will give you 100 plus 5 is equal to 105. And then the other way is 1.05 times 100, which will still give you 105. So they are both correct. This way says, hey, take your original price, take your tax and multiply it by the original price, then add the two together. This one says, hey, if you know you're paying 5% tax, just say, okay, I'm going to pay 100% of the price plus 5%, which is 105% of the price. That's where we get the 1.05. Multiply that by the original, and you still get 105. You're going to move on to page 434 next. So Alana earns a commission of 8% on her sales. That means if she does really well, she'll get more money. How much commission does Alana earn on a sale of $32,000? So basically, this question says, what is 8% of $32,000? That's how much she'll earn, right? Well, this word of we know means multiply, and 8% we know we change to a decimal, 0.08. So 0.08 times 32,000 should give us our answer. And Alana earns $2,560 if she sells $32,000 worth of items. Moving on to number 8. Heidi's lunch costs $12.50. she wants to leave a tip of 18%. That tip is extra money that you say, hey, thanks for the wonderful meal and the service. So it's going to be added on to 100% of the price. How much money does Heidi need to pay for the lunch, including the tip? So we know she's going to pay the $12.50 no matter what. So that's definitely out. That's definitely out. So it's down to C and D. If we were paying an 18% tip added on, that's 100% of the price plus 18%. She's going to pay 118% of the price. So she's going to pay $12.50 times this as a decimal, which is you start at the end, 1, 2, is 1.18. And therefore she pays $14.75. C is your correct answer. Also, D is just way out of line. It's almost double what the original meal was. That'd be a huge tip. All right. So for your exit ticket before hibernation, a bear weighs 990 pounds. The weight decreases by 32% during hibernation. So how much does the bear weigh when it comes out? It didn't ask you for how much it lost and how much it totals weigh. So the bear going into hibernation weighed 100% of its weight, but then lost 32% of it. So therefore, the bear is going to have 68% of its weight left. So you're talking about figuring out what 990 times, again, 68% as a decimal, 0.68 is in order to figure out the bear's weight. Make sure you hit submit.